Hello, and welcome to the Nose Nook. I'm trying something new. Now, heads up, I'm filming this on my phone because I can't film a vlog style video on my big camera because I can't see when anything is in focus, and even when I am looking at my live viewfinder in a mirror, it still ends up out of focus. So, we're not doing that. I'm gonna try out a reading vlog style video. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna experiment with it. The editing on this video is gonna be a little bit messy, and this actually may never be released, but here's the dish. I have checked out probably easily between 15 and 20 ebooks that I want to finish. I also just checked out volume 2 to volume 8 of Witch Hat Atelier, which I would like to finish at some point. Dear God. That's less urgent. What I really want to do is I really want to finish all the books on here. So I'm making a TBR. I'm doing like a just TBR / reading vlog / I just really fucking need to finish all of these books. I'm gonna pull up for you the page. Okay, so we have 12 books, but then we add in the 2 books that I purchased that I want to read, new releases. So that's 14 books. That doesn't feel like enough books, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, this looks like the right amount of books. So I'm just gonna go through these 14 books really quick, starting with the book that I am currently reading, which is Trouble with the Cursed by Kim Harrison. This is not going to work well because this is going to be reversed. What I will do is I will insert a clip of me showing you all of the books that I want to finish because I can't put covers on the screen with CapCut. So the first book, I'm in the middle of it. I am apparently exactly 33% of the way through Trouble with the Cursed by Kim Harrison. It is the 16th book in the Hollows series. It's an urban fantasy series that a friend of mine loves very, very dearly and got me to read this year last year. And oh boy, is it something. The other new release is Hell Followed With Us by, wow, I wish I could read this guy's name, Andrew Joseph White. This is a book about fallen angel, an ex-cult person, the end of the world, ? This is what the cover looks like. I know that's going to be backwards for you guys, but you can still appreciate the art. It's even prettier in full color. I'm so excited for this book, and the only reason I haven't touched it yet is because I am buddy reading Trouble with the Curse, and it just came out like 2 days ago. So Trouble with the Curse is first. But then Hell Followed With Us. And then, I'm just going to run through all of my Overdrive books. We have Devotions by Mary Oliver. Why did I check out a poetry collection? I don't know. A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie. Yinka, Where's Your Husband by Lizzie... Is that an O or an A? Yinka, Where's Your Husband by Lizzie Damalala Blackburn, which, if I'm remembering correctly, is a fun contemporary. A Perilous Undertaking, which I'm 50% of the way through, by Deanna Raybourn. It's the second book in the Victoria Speedwell series. I very much enjoyed the first book, A Curious Beginning, which I listened to on audiobook. I also have To Love and to Loathe by Martha Waters, which is the second book in the Regency Vows series. And I have To Marry and to Meddle, which is the third book in the Regency Vows series, which is the one I checked out and started reading first. I think I'm 28% of the way in. I'm most interested in that couple, so I will probably read To Marry and to Meddle first and then go back to Love and to Loathe. But I am also interested in To Love and to Loathe. Then I have A Perfect Equation by Elizabeth Everett, and Anatomy, A Love Story by Dana Schwartz, and The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. And then I have 5 more books. I have The Coward by, Stephen Aryan, which I really want as an audiobook, but I have a hold on it, so I figured I would check. My library has a pretty long hold line, so I figured I would check out the ebook. The Ones Who Don't Say They Love You by Maurice Carlos Ruffin, which is a collection of short stories about New Orleans, which is a city I grew up in, and I'm a big fan. I really like stories about my city. Then we have, and I can't even read the title of this book. Please give me, no? You Truly Assumed by Laila Sabrine, which is, if I remember correctly, a multi-generational story, or am I remembering wrong? No, it's not multi-generational. It's a story about 3 girls simultaneously, not generationally. To Marry to Metal, as I said, and Wrath Gotta Sing by Maya Dean. I don't even know why I have Wrath Gotta Sing checked out. I genuinely was just scrolling through Overdrive and saw it and went, oh yeah, I'll put a hold on that. I do that a lot, and then the book comes in and I'm like, oh, well, now I have to read it. So those are the 14 books that I want to read. So I'm gonna get into like the highlight books that I haven't already touched. The Coward is about a like chosen one who went on an expedition, and then like everybody but him died, and he's like being chosen again, but he like really doesn't want to do it, which is, I think, relatable and also very interesting. I'm always interested in twists on the chosen one concept. I think other than that, like I'm interested in A Perfect Equation, but it's like the middle of another romance series, like historical romance. But like the kind of historical romance I like the Regency Vows series, the Veronica Speedwell series, and I think the series that Perfect Equation is part of, are all the kind of historical romance that like, because there's like the bodice ripper kind of genre, or like that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but there's like the photorealistic covers of like a heterosexual couple. I'm not interested in that kind of historical romance. I'm more interested in the like a little bit tongue-in-cheek, like humorous, funny historical romance with like Spitfire female main characters. That's kind of more my jam. I also have The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri checked out. I had it in physical form, and my brain wouldn't let me read it because the font was too big, so I figured I would check out the ebook. And that's actually due, I think, in a week. So, yeah. I have a lot of books to read, and I think I'm going to make this into a reading vlog because I really want to read all of these books without having to return any of them, without finishing them. So I think what I will do is I will talk to you again when I have finished Trouble with the Cursed. Here are all of the books that I am attempting to read. Hello. So I read I'm almost to the halfway mark in Trouble with the Cursed, and then I got to a scene that's so exciting that I don't want to read it because I don't want it to be over. I'm not emotionally prepared for it yet. So I went to switch to The Jasmine Throne and got completely befuddled by the copyright because apparently it was published in 2021, which is shocking to me. What? I thought this book had been out for years. I don't know. Obviously, I got it confused with another book, but I really thought it had been out for years. Anyway, I read the prologue. I read a little bit of chapter 1, and I realized I'm not in the mood for this kind of story right now. I'm not in the mood for epic fantasy. I'm really not. So I'm gonna put it aside for now. And hell yeah, that's one book off the list of books that I'm trying to read. Hello, it's the next day, and I haven't got a lot of reading done because I had an appointment, and then I had a nap, and then it was time for the last episode of EXU Calamity. I have just cried my eyes out off and on for 2 hours. So now I'm gonna pick up Trouble with the Cursed again because I will have no feelings and I'll be super normal about it. Hello again. It is the next day after the last time I filmed. I'm nearly finished with Trouble with the Cursed, but again, I'm buddy reading that book, so I am going to try not to finish it today, unless one of my friends may also finish it today. I don't know. We'll see. I also am working on To Marry and to Meddle to kind of like pace myself with Trouble with the Cursed. It's not going very well. I'm really invested in Trouble with the Cursed, and I'm really not invested in To Marry and to Meddle, but I don't want to end up finishing Trouble with the Cursed and like be the only person I know who's read it. Because I'm already like exploding with things I want to talk about that have happened in this book, and I'm only like, so much is happening in this book. So much is going on. I told my friends yesterday that reading a Kim Harrison book is like playing a game of whack-a-mole, except Kim Harrison has the hammer and I'm the mole. That's what it feels like. Hello again. Okay, so I'm like 70% through To Marry and to Meddle because I'm still waiting for my friends to catch up on me on Trouble with the Cursed. And I thought I was really gonna struggle to get through the last half of this book because like it's so mundane and calm compared to the intensity of Trouble with the Cursed, but this is actually a very enjoyable book. It has a really good dynamic between the mains. It's a marriage of convenience story, which like in and of itself thrilling. I love marriage of convenience stories. And the dynamic between the mains is really sweet. Like they really care about each other despite it being a marriage of convenience, where like they have feelings very early on, which I guess I haven't read very many marriage of convenience stories. I know that might be a common trope, but I think they're really sweet. I really like them together, and our main character is a very like people pleaser, like perfect woman. She's a woman. And seeing her like blossom the way that she is in this book is just, oh, it's so good. I have finished Trouble with the Cursed and oh my god, what's it called? To Marry and to Meddle? To Marry and to Meddle was very cute. I liked the ending a lot. It was very fun. It was very funny, and I really enjoyed watching Emily, the main character, grow into herself. It was a very relatable storyline that touched me personally. And Trouble with the Cursed was so much. I hit a chapter that made me just like put the book down yesterday, and my friends I'm buddy reading with finally caught up and read that chapter so I could get past it. It like made me feel ill. But I got past that chapter, and because of that I finished the book. The ending of the book was great. I am always saying this, but Kim Harrison is a really good storyteller, and the way that she escalates the stakes in her books, chef's kiss. The stakes have gone back down for the newer books, which I'm okay with, because considering some of the stakes in the like original series, oh my god, how could you go up from there? But I feel like the resolutions to situations are still like just as outlandish and kind of ridiculous and over the top, which I like. I like that. I think it's fun. There are a lot of good feelings in this book, and it's well written too. Her writing style is improving, which I really appreciate. And as always, I mean, the characters and the plot nailed. Also, the ending of this book. Oh, I think this is the best ending to a Hollows book yet. absolutely 100%. I mean that. I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. I'm either going to read Hell Followed With Us, The Coward, or possibly try to finish A Perilous Undertaking yet. I haven't decided. But I will update you tomorrow on what I choose to read next. Hello, it's Saturday. I believe this is the third day that I'm filming. I've just finished A Perilous Undertaking, which is the second Veronica Speedwell book. I was 50% of the way through it, so like I didn't power through a whole book in one day. Don't worry. That leaves me with, I think, 11 books to finish. No, 10, because I decided that I wasn't in the mood for the Jasmine Throne right now. So I am planning to start Hell Followed With Us and then see how I feel. A lot of the books that I have checked out and like on this TBR are romance, and I think I might be burned out on romance entirely, but we'll see. I might not be, but I don't know. Hello, it's very dark because it's nearly 5 a.m. and I only have my fairy lights on because I was asleep until about 3 a.m. and then my body decided it was time to be awake. So I read about 20% of Hell Followed With Us and realized that it's triggering as hell. So I don't know if I'm actually going to finish it in this vlog. I'm probably going to have to read it very, very slowly and in very small chunks and very spaced out. I still want to read it because it is a very good book. It's just like sick to my stomach triggering for me. So, and like honestly, there's a very nice author's note at the beginning that's like, hey, this book probably will be triggering. Yeah. I don't fault the author for this. This is not the author's fault. There's nothing wrong with this book. In fact, it's actually, in my opinion, a good book. Because it is so deeply reminiscent of the fundamentalist cult that I grew up in. But yeah, I am, instead of reading any of the books in my TBR, reading the third Veronica Speedwell book, A Treacherous Curse, because it's fun and interesting and I am invested in these characters. Yeah, hopefully I get sleepy after not reading for too much longer and I can get some more sleep. Hello, I just took a shower, so I'm all shiny. Please excuse that. It's Sunday. It was technically Sunday the last time I checked in with you, but it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I did get more sleep. So I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of what the TBR looks like now because I have cut quite a few books out. So I'm moving Hell Followed With Us out of the scope of this video. It's a book that I'm going to have to read in very small pieces, so it's not ideal for, like, I'm not gonna try to finish it in the time that I'm filming this. I don't think that would be good for my mental health, so I'm not going to do that to myself. I also bumped To Love and to Loathe, Anatomy, A Love Story, and Yinka, Where Is Your Husband? Because those were all romance books, and I'm at my limit for romance books because I just read a bunch in a row. I also added A Treacherous Curse to like the TBR for this video because I'm going to read it anyway, so I might as well talk to y'all about it. So remaining we have A Treacherous Curse, The Coward, the collection of Mary Oliver poems, Devotions, which I'm probably not going to try to finish by the end of this video. I'm just going to try to read a significant amount of it. A Perfect Equation, which is a romance book, but I think I will like it enough to try it. I'm going to dip my toes into it, and if I decide I don't really feel like reading it right now, I'm going to bump it as well. You Truly Assumed, Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie, which is the 4th Miss Marple book. The Ones Who Don't Say They Love You, which is a collection of short stories set in New Orleans, and Wrath Goddess Sing, which I keep forgetting about. I'm going to continue reading A Treacherous Curse. I am alternating ebook and audiobook for that one. I'm reading another audiobook, and I totally forgot to mention it, but In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. I'm also chugging away at that as an audiobook. Again, I may not finish it within the scope of the video, but of course, once I do finish it, and it's the end of the month, you'll hear about it in my wrap-up video. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm listening to that, so I am reading that as well. I am enjoying it. It's fun. So yeah, I have 8 books that I'm trying to finish for this vlog. This vlog is going to be like a week long. I don't really care. I also don't know if it's going to turn out coherent, and I haven't filmed any B-roll for it. So I have no idea what this is going to turn out like. Again, this video may not even release. And if it does, it may be really messy. But yeah, I'm going to go cook dinner and listen to A Treacherous Curse on audiobook while I do so. And I will get back to y'all later tonight to update you on what I'm reading and how far along I am.
The message of Shakespeare that is intended. Fair, but also it's just not that good of a Shakespeare play. Like there's much better ones. We've all like learned this play.
Hi. So I was trying to get to the 50% mark on A Treacherous Curse and then maybe switch to another book. I think I was going to try out The Coward. And then I had a bug crisis. There was a large bug in my apartment. But it's on my ceiling and appears to be sleeping, ? It's in my living room. I can't catch it. I can't chase it down. So I have just decided that the bug and I will have to coexist. I will be in my bedroom. The bug will be in the living room. We will go our separate ways. Perhaps the bug will be somewhere reachable tomorrow, or perhaps he will just leave. Hopefully, he'll just leave. So, because I wanted to ensure that this particular bug was not attracted to any crumbs in my bed, I panic remade my entire bed. And now I am going to resume reading A Treacherous Curse and whatever else I can read to calm myself down more. And because I'm probably not going to sleep for hours and hours, I'm probably going to get a lot of reading done tonight. It is Monday today. I don't think I said the day. This reading vlog is probably going to be like a fucking week long. So much footage, but you know, it's my first one. I think it can be a bit of a mess. Okay, so it's Tuesday, and I'm derailing this reading vlog. It's getting derailed because I just finished A Treacherous Curse by Deanna Raybourn, which is the 3rd book in the Veronica Speedwell series, and I gotta tell you, I am not interested in reading anything else but the next Veronica Speedwell book. So, I guess you're just gonna follow along with me until either the end of the week or I finish all of the Veronica Speedwell books. This may turn into a very long vlog. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit all of this footage. I'm so good at staying focused and on track. But here's the thing. I do not want reading to turn into a chore because I'm trying to get a certain particular thing done for a video. So I am perfectly fine with doing this, with derailing my reading vlog that was supposed to be finishing a particular TBR and now is just finishing a series. Probably. I could probably easily finish this series. I have to figure out what day I started this vlog because I don't want it to be longer than a week. So I'm gonna go look that up now while my e-reader is downloading the next book, which I cannot remember the name of, so I'll show you the cover in a second. Alright, so this is what my TBR looks like now. I have book 4, 6, and 7 because book 5 is not available and I had to put a hold in it of the Veronica Speedwell series. I have 2 poetry books, Devotions by Mary Oliver and Dissociate Disintegrate. I cannot remember this author's name currently, but it's by an Indigenous author of Devil and Bone by T. Kingfisher. Woo! Coward, A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie, and I'm looking through the camera to do this, so my brain isn't working. The ones who don't say they love you. I'm not going to finish all of these in this vlog because today is Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, and then I'll be ending this vlog on Thursday. So my goal is to get as much of the way through the Veronica Speedwell series as possible, and hopefully also to read The Coward, because that's the other one I'm really interested in, and I'm pretty sure there's holds on it, so if I don't read it now, I'm gonna have to wait to read it. So that's the updated TBR and the updated plan. This book just spooked me, the 4th Veronica Speedwell book, Dangerous Collaboration, because it begins literally the same day as the last book ended, with our heroine packing up and leaving the country for 6 months. And I was like, am I gonna have to follow her for 6 months while like she is away from the other main character? Because I'll be honest with you, the mysteries are not the main thing drawing me back to the series. The dynamic between the mains is, and then there's a paragraph break and it's like, yeah, for the next 6 months Stoker's parting words haunted me. And I was like, oh good, we're we're doing a time skip, I can handle that. Complete side note, but one of the things I'm a little bit sad about with my e-reader is that it's strictly black and white, which I understand, and like it's not a big deal, but the colors of the Veronica Speedwell covers are so pretty, and I keep forgetting to like look at the actual covers on a screen that can do color, and every time I notice one of the covers I'm like, man, those colors are pretty. Anyway, completely unrelated side note. God, I know this vlog is literally all over the place, and this is like the 3rd clip I have filmed just today, but whatever, I don't care. I never promised consistency, and I never promised good content, just content. It's the low effort channel. So I couldn't get into the 4th Veronica Speedwell book, so I am taking a break and reading something else to hopefully loosen my brain up. And I started in on The Coward, and just in the first like 5 pages, this book is dedicated to everyone who is serving or has served in the military, and I don't know if the author is a veteran, but either the author is a veteran or has someone close to him who is a veteran, I think, because already there were a couple distinct moments where I was like, this smells of PTSD. This smells specifically of like, this character is a well-known hero who like saved the 5 kingdoms in the past, and he talks about how when he goes into the village, everybody knows him because like his face and his name are a known thing because, you know, he's a hero, right? So like everybody greets him like an old friend and like shakes his hand and pats him on the back, and I'm just like, yeah, that really is the way that people behave the moment they catch a whiff of military service from anyone in public. And he paints it as kind of like an alienating thing, and I'm like, yeah, it must be. I have a lot of compassion for veterans because I think if a country is going to make you, if you're going to fight for a country, and if you're going to fight in a pointless war, you should at least be treated well after you spent, you know, years of your life that you can never get back, separated from everyone you know and love, risking life and limb. And our society and our government literally does not care about these people, and it's sickening. Anyway, nobody asked. Those are my thoughts on the military and veterans. I'm gonna get back to reading. Hello. There's barely any light, and my air conditioner is on, but I'm very tired, and I don't want to turn more lights on, and I don't want to turn my air conditioner off. So you're just gonna get very badly lit me. I finished A Dangerous Collaboration, which is the 4th book of the Veronica Speedwell series. I have hunted down an ebook of the 5th book and plan to read it until I can fall asleep, which it is currently 5 a.m. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. When I wake up, it will be Thursday. So I plan to give you a wrap up of this video, I guess. I still have filmed barely any B-roll. But I guess that's not a big deal. I don't have a lot to say about the 4th Veronica Speedwell book because most of my thoughts are extremely spoilery for like the whole series. So yeah, I did really like the mystery in this one. I liked the mystery in the first one a lot, and I really liked the mystery in this one. I didn't find 2 and 3 as compelling, but I'm pretty sure Jack the Ripper was hinted at in the one I just finished, and from the synopsis, I think the next book is going to deal with Jack the Ripper. I'm not sure because I don't know anything about Jack the Ripper. My only point of reference for those serial murders is Angel of the Crows by Catherine Addison, which I'm pretty sure the murders of prostitutes in Whitechapel in that book were a reference to Jack the Ripper, and so this is the same but honestly I'm not sure. Hello, it's now 8:15. Don't worry about it. This happens to me sometimes. But I'm back on my Veronica Speedwell series bullshit, and it is Jack the Ripper. Also, to follow up on the kind of incoherent stuff I had to say about The Coward earlier, I'm so convinced that the author has been in the military. And I'm really, really I want to give this book to my dad. I want to make my dad read this book. I want to make both of my uncles read this book. I want to make anyone who has ever expressed enthusiasm for war read this book. The depiction of being a veteran, I feel like from what I know of veteran experiences, it's an allegory for being a military veteran in the way that Aslan from Narnia is an allegory for Jesus. It's obvious. I don't think this makes it bad. I actually think this is a very interesting way to write essentially a war story. Because a lot of people will read a fantasy book that will not read a military book. I do not read war stories. I read the occasional book set with a war as a background, but I don't read military books, right? So I was not expecting this from The Coward, and I'm pleasantly surprised. There also looks like there's going to be some exploration of faith and religion, which it could go either way. We've only had one chapter from the point of view of the head of a religious order, and I'm not sure what direction that plotline is going to go in. She was not portrayed in a very positive light, so I don't think that's the direction it's going in. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't know when I'm gonna sleep, so who knows? I may finish another Veronica Speedwell book today, Thursday, the last day of this vlog, or I might not. We'll see. Hello, it is Thursday night. God, the bags under my eyes. I got 3 hours of sleep today. I stayed up all night, all morning, and fell asleep around 11. So yeah, I'm beat and also having a chronic illness flare. So I have been listening to A Murderous Relative, Veronica Speedwell number 5, as an audiobook. I'm taking a break because my brain is being cranky about audiobook, so I'm trying to read some of the ebook. I am also suffering greatly. This is the last day of the vlog. So this is... I'm gonna try to get to 50% in Veronica Speedwell number 5. I'm gonna read for a while longer. And then I think at midnight I will film a little section wrapping up the vlog, talking about it, etc. So I had to film all of this on my phone, like I said at the beginning of the vlog, and I have filmed so many clips because my phone is very handy. But the difficulty becomes that I also have to edit it all on my phone, and besties, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I'm just continuously reminding myself that this is an extremely low effort channel and that the vlog efforts are extremely low effort. Like the other day I filmed my mid-year freak out video, and I do my audio on my phone because my phone microphone is much better than my camera microphone, and I had these connected and I didn't notice until about 10 minutes into the video. So, you know, I just went with it. I mean, like, this microphone doesn't suck, but it was around my neck, and I probably bumped it a few times because I was not paying attention to microphone here, not microphone here. Anyway, that's irrelevant information. Oh, I'm very sleepy, I'm very tired. I am enjoying the 5th book a lot. I think I'm gonna talk about some Veronica Speedwell series spoilers in, I think, my wrap up of this little vlog. I'm not gonna talk about it yet. I want to get further into the book. I want to see what direction our mains are taking and how long this dynamic is going to drag out. This series is like, I think Deanna Raybourn could write the kind of slow burn fan fiction that slow burn fans want. I think she could do it. Because, like, no, it's not a 1-book slow burn, it's not a 2-book slow burn, it's not a 3-book slow burn. I'm beginning to want, there's 10 books in this series so far. The 10th one isn't published yet, but it is coming out in less than a year. And I'm just like, ma'am, what percentage of this series can you turn into, like, how long is this slow burn gonna be? Not that I don't like it. I have actually enjoyed it a lot. It's getting a little bit, I feel like you're making up excuses for them not to kiss at this point. But I'm not gonna talk about it to the end of the vlog. Me talks about it anyway. Whatever. I have never claimed to be coherent or have my shit together. So I'm gonna leave you here before this clip gets way too long, and I will return at or around midnight to update you on my final progress through my TBR. Hello. Thank you for following me on this week-long chaotic TBR journey. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a summary of what I read, which is actually going to be difficult because I, deleted them all off of my Kobo, as I do when I read books and I'm using my phone to film. So I'm just very quickly going to look it up on my Storygraph on my laptop. Okay, let's go through what I read. It's not a lot. It feels like more, but it's not that much. I started a lot of books. So I read To Marry and to Meddle. I think I finished that in the scope of this vlog. A Perilous Undertaking, Veronica Speedwell #2, Trouble with the Curse, the 16th book of the Hollow series, and books 3, 4, and 5 of the Veronica Speedwell series, A Treacherous Curse, A Dangerous Collaboration, and A Murderous Relative. Books that I wanted to read but did not finish within the scope of this vlog: Devotions, a collection of poems by Mary Oliver, The Coward by Stephen Aryan, Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher, A Murder is Announced by Agatha Christie, there's another, Hell Followed With Us by Andrew James White, I think. There are many reasons. I was more interested in the Veronica Speedwell series than in The Coward, so I am reading it in little bits and pieces between the Veronica Speedwell books. I'll finish it at some point, I'm sure. I might even do another reading vlog back to back with this one, and you'll see me finish it. Probably not, but maybe. Devotions I'm working my way through because it's a poetry collection. I did axe several books for my TBR because either I wasn't in the mood right now or I could tell I wasn't going to be able to finish them before the due dates came because my brain has just been overtaken by the Veronica Speedwell series. Thoughts on the books that I finished. All of them but one were Veronica Speedwell books. I can't say a lot about this series that I haven't already said. I don't think I have said it aloud in this vlog yet. I have written it in my reviews on Storygraph. One of the things I really like about this series is that the first book focuses on a mystery of our main character, Veronica Speedwell's parentage and the circumstances of her birth. That is discovered, revealed, and sort of resolved at the end of the first book. The threads of that family story keep coming up in all of the following books, and I don't know that I can point to any one book that I've read that didn't do this, but I feel like in a lot of cases, in a story like this, where it is, like a serial mystery series, a lot of authors would not involve the family elements as much as Deanna Raybourn does, and I think the story would be much lesser for it. Especially in this 5th book, the family moments in this one really got me. So if you're curious about this series, here's my recommendation, here's my pitch. Slow burn romance that takes its sweet time to resolve. Pretty interesting mysteries. I don't, the mysteries are not the main draw of this series for me. I don't think they're riveting, but they're interesting. And I don't spend a lot of time guessing or thinking about plots when I'm reading. So I honestly couldn't tell you if they're predictable mysteries or not. They don't feel boring to me. They're just not grabbing me. You know what I mean? The mysteries are solid. The dynamic of our main characters is by far the best part of these books. Hands down, the best part of these books. That is what I am here for. There's also a lot of gradual fleshing out of side characters, which I really like. I mean, I think the 10th book is coming out soon, so Deanna Raybourn obviously intends this to be a long-term series. So the development of, my brain is working really slow. Also, I have a sudden horrible doubt that it's not the 10th book in this series, but I swear to God there's 9 books in this series out. There sure aren't. There's 8. Why did I think it was 10? I don't know. I wanted there to be more books. It's the 8th book that's coming out in March of 2022. Who knows where I went wrong with that one, but I'm glad I checked live on camera. Anyway, I feel like it's very obviously intended to be a longer series. Unless I read the next 2 books and there's some significant wrap up, I don't see why this couldn't be. Anyway, the development of the side characters is really good. it's like in bits and pieces, but not in a way that feels helter-skelter, in a way that feels like purposeful. That's my Veronica Speedwell pitch. My Hallows pitch is, it's urban fantasy. If you like not shittily written, if you like urban fantasy with subpar prose, yeah. Kim Harrison is a great storyteller. She is an amazing plotter. She is amazing at character arcs. She does world building in just a fascinating way, where you'll get like 13 books in the series and she'll just be like, by the way, I learned a new thing in the 16th book of the series. She was like, by the way, these creatures are a thing. And I was like, okay. I mean, like, we had no reason to think they weren't, but like, you've also never told us this before. Okay, Kim. Her plotting is amazing. There is so much book per page. I get to the middle of these books and I think, how is this not 5 books or 2 books or 3 books or more than one book? There's so much plot always. And she's a really good storyteller. She is not a good writer. Her prose is rough. It didn't really start getting better for me until about the 4th or 5th book. But here's the thing. For me, the storytelling, the world, the characters, all worth it. The first book is the roughest. The great thing about this series is that the first 3 chapters have significant exposition that recaps what happened in the last book. So if you have to skip some of them to get into the series, you're not missing a ton. Any plot relevant details will be signposted for you. Yeah, and that's really all I read in this vlog. I sure did do a lot of talking about a lot of stuff for ultimately about 5 books. Whatever. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I definitely would like to vlog as I read The Coward, but I think that might be a mini vlog instead of a long one. I think I probably can only do so many of these because I'm thinking about having to edit this and I'm not enjoying thinking about it. I'm very sleepy. It is midnight. It is properly Friday. I finished another book. It was a good book. I've told you some finishing thoughts. I think I do want to do this style of video again, depending on how well I'm able to edit this out. And this one is super messy and super unpolished, and I did not record a lot of B-roll. But I'm thinking I can make this a thing. I think I can make it a thing. Having filmed for a whole week, I think I can do it. It remains to be seen whether I'm going to edit it well on my phone. I've only ever done that with one video before, and it was a single continuous clip. So, wish me luck. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out with me as I bounced all over the place like a wild ping pong ball. Thanks for hanging out with me as I figure out what the fuck I am doing with this channel. I hope you enjoyed. I will be releasing the mid-year freakout tag hopefully in the next week or so. And who knows when I release my June wrap-up video, because I have family coming in the very beginning of July, and so I haven't filmed it yet, and I probably won't edit it before they come, so yeah, have patience, it'll be out eventually. But yeah, hope you liked the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to say about any of the books I've read, if you're curious about any of the books I've read, if you have a book recommendation for me, stick down below in the comments. If you would like to follow me on Storygraph and see what I am reading in real time and to read my reviews as soon as I finish books, the link to that will be down below. And yeah, if this is your first time viewing and you are interested in more of my chaotic, weird, low effort content, go ahead and hit subscribe, and if you really want, you can hit the notification bell. That'll be all for me today, and I'll see you next time.